so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure that bell notification stays lit like that. You guys will not miss out for any future updates. I know we're ready for the stream. We're like, Rico, let's do the stream. Let's make it happen. Yes, man, we've been cooking a lot since that Rare Evo event. I know the markets are playing with us. 1 minute they're going up, 1 minute the markets are going down, but you got to deal with them. You got to accept the peaks and the valleys, man. That's just part of life. The faster you can accept that, the easier it's going to be. It doesn't mean that crypto adoption doesn't, it's not happening. It doesn't mean that we're not, in the beginning of the future of, this overall adoption. A matter of fact, you can see articles like this one right here by Coino Media right here talking about how, U.S. recognizes Bitcoin as a treasury asset. This is going to happen one way or another. They've been kicking and screaming forever, but this is bound to happen. Michael Saylor claims U.S. sees Bitcoin as a treasury reserve asset. Bitcoin gaining formal recognition in financial circles. This could trigger wider institutional adoption of Bitcoin. People think that everybody's in the market. Everybody's not in the market. We are not in the market. I'm telling you, just have to be able to weather or walk through the peaks and the valleys in order to make it there. What's up, everybody? I see everybody pulling up. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Welcome in, everybody. We got some giveaways that we're going to talk about. Shout out to the Crypto Breakfast Club. Obviously, we got a bullish stream. I know the market's testing everybody. We're going to get into that, but I just want to show you guys how although these pullbacks are happening, the big players are still talking about adoption. This is going to happen, okay, fam? More and more adoption is going to happen. More and more vehicles are going to happen going towards, adopting of cryptocurrency. So let's get to some prices right away because I know that's what you guys care about, right? Let's be honest. I want you guys to be a little bit grateful today, if that's okay. I know that the markets are red, and we're like, what the heck? We were just doing the thing, the pump. What happened to the pump, right? But fam, we're exactly where we would have just been happy to be at. Like, look at the price of our overall crypto market cap. We're at a $3.95 trillion market cap. That's really healthy. Looking good, Rico. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Right back at you. $3.95 trillion market cap. So we're right in the area where a lot of us would have wished to be. Remember when we just wanted to break 3 trillion? Here we are. I know BNB's pulled back and people are like, man, what's going on? It's like, would we not be happy with BNB being at $800 right now? Just a week ago, we wanted it to go ahead and break $800, right? So here we are. Same thing with Solana. All these prices, I'm just highlighting how quick. I know that we wanted to keep going up, 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 but there's a slight pullback. The pullback are to prices that we would have been happy to be at a week ago. Isn't that interesting? How fast, just a couple of days, we have the pump or whatever, and then that pullback happens, and now we almost take these prices for granted. Now, are these prices going to last? Or what's going on with Bitcoin? That's the main question, right? We're going to get into this. We got some pretty interesting things, so pull up, everybody. Appreciate you guys pulling up. Yes, I see a lot of people pulling up. Much love and respect. We got a crypto giveaway for sure. It's at the Crypto Breakfast Club. We're going to be talking about that right now. They got the Can Do one posted, so we'll shield that for sure. I know the Can Do Chads are most likely pull up as well, so we'll shield that giveaway, but there's going to be another one getting posted as well. So if it's posted in time, that'd be nice, but just keep your eyes peeled for more giveaways. There's a lot going on right now. Right here, Bitcoin 117. Here we go again. First little pullback after a nice little run. What is it looking like? Looking like a perfect bounce again off the 50 maybe? Just like we did before. We've been doing this time and time again. So if it bounces off the 50, right, even comes down to 115, and we print a red signal right here and it bounces off of this, then we can go right back up into price discovery. If it doesn't, we come into this gap. And we've been keeping an eye on these prices for a while. These are our previous all-time highs. All this stuff right here, we should be very happy with because we could not break that 110, that 112 forever. We hit it, we came back down, we hit it, we came back down, we hit it. We just wanted to look at all these times. Boom, boom, we came all the way back down, boom, boom. So we hit that for such a long time that we should be really happy with the area that we're in right now. Yeah, I know we're not pumping like we want, but the markets are showing us that we are well above what we were having trouble break a long time ago. What's crazy is that arrow was almost perfect. So we're going to keep an eye at BTC right here at these price ranges. It could come down to 110 no matter what and just make that prior resistance, future support. That's why we got this arrow right here. And when we go down to the 4 hour chart, this is where we get kind of a better idea of what's really going on, right? So this is that sell signal on the blunt house indicator. Let me clean up the chart for you guys. I know some of you guys are new, and we'll add the indicators slowly, okay? Because at first the eyes are like, what the heck? So we'll start like this, nice and easy does it, right? So this is where it started off right here. We hit this top, we broke this upper valley range. The prices started to turn around. In the blunt house, we got that sell signal right away, right? So sell signal. On the 200 moving average, the one that I like to use, we also got that sell signal. And these sell signals will give you an idea of where price is headed to. But if we didn't have the 200 moving average, we would have not known where it was going to right now, right? So this is the sell signal, blunt house indicator. It's going down. It breaks the 50 moving average, but how low can it go, right? And that's why we got the next one right here, this 200 moving average. Because if you look, this 200 moving average just so happens to be landing right on the lower valley range, and it's starting to feel like it's getting a little bit of traction. So we might see a bounce off the 200 moving average. That would be really nice, because then that means on the daily chart, we're going to be bouncing off the 50 moving average like we did before. Weekly chart, Bitcoin's still green, no sell signals. You got to zoom out, fam. You got to zoom out. Not even a red candle yet on the weekly chart. So keep that in mind, that sometimes we're too zoomed in because we're looking at meme coins all day, and we're losing grip of the bigger picture right here. So bounce off the 200 moving average right around 116, 115, that round number, and see if Bitcoin can come back around to that point of control at 118. If it can get back above that, breaking the 50 moving average, we can see the run going back towards, that 120K Bitcoin, right? So that is BTC. We're going to keep it moving and grooving. I see you guys pulling up. Make sure you guys pull up, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, man. There's massive giveaways going on right now inside of the XPXTG, inside the Can Do TG, on the Crypto Breakfast Club. We got merch giveaways. We got all kinds of giveaways, tons of contests for you guys to engage while the markets are doing what the markets do. We have enough wood to be burning to keep this thing lit. So when the markets turn around, we're having fun right with it again, right? So here we go. Let's go to ETH really quick. Let me take a sip of my water. For sure, it's one of those days. I think like 3 hours of sleep, maybe. I was so excited for the Crypto Breakfast Club space and doing all this stuff late night. I think you guys see me writing in the chat pretty late. And yeah, so here we go. ETH right here. Let me take a sip of this. We got ETH right here at 4,400. We should be happy with these prices, right? Let me clean up the chart a little bit. I know it's looking crazy for the new ones. Let's clean this up a little bit. Right here. I swear my eyes is almost my eyes want to play tricks on me, fam. All right, so even without no indicators, and we're using the volume profile, I'm gonna clear these supports. This is from previous stuff. We could do this anytime. I mean, these things show up all the time. If you notice that support was close to this one's close to that point of control, and this one's close to that value range. So this value range indicator really gives you those areas to look at without having to worry about how to add, your own horizontal line or whatnot like that, right? So if you have that volume profile, it'll give you a good idea where we're just going to get rid of all of these. It'll give you a really good idea of where we're headed. So just with the volume profile, I can see already, you see this gap right here? Boop. And then you see these two. This is where ETH can come down to in this, pullback that we're having. What is this price? 3,800, right? Can it go lower? Yeah, it can come lower. It can even shake people out to 3,100, which would really shake a lot of people out that, got the longs at the top, right? And then they'll turn it right back around. I mean, that doesn't mean that smart contracts are not being launched every day on the Ethereum network. That doesn't mean that crypto adoption is not on the up and up. That just means that liquidity got cycled to something else. But ETH is still in the right direction. This is adoption happening big time. So in the short term, I could see ETH coming to these prices, 3,800. This is some prices that I would keep an eye on if the markets continue to pull back. Now, if they bounce off this 50 moving average, like it's looking like on the 4-hour chart, it's giving us a better view, right? We're kind of already filling this gap. This is no indicators. It's just using the 50 moving average and using the volume profile. You can see, and this 50 moving average, that maybe we're going to bounce right here. This is where you start to add your indicators to say, hey, is it going to bounce off this 50 moving average? Okay, I'm definitely not going to get in now because I still got a sell signal, right? I want my trigger, my boom, so I can get in a profitable trade, right? None of this is financial advice, but if you are very diligent, you can really print on this, okay? And we'll show you some plays as well. I think CFX is going to be ready to turn around very soon. We'll cover that one as well. It did a nice little pullback, liquidated everybody, and it's going to turn right back around. But right, hi Rico, what's up, Sharon? It was a great space today. A very different dynamic space today. That's what I liked, right? Of course, we got our shills in. A lot of people know about XPX. A lot of people know about Kendu. It's more about the movement that we're creating right now. And I'm living that right now. It's looking really good. And Sharon, your idea was absolutely amazing. So we're going to be asking you for more ideas because we got a lot of projects that are interested into Just Shop Crypto, and that's like shout out to Kendu. We're becoming the catalyst, and we're not waiting around for some guy floating around on a mountain, some guru to come save us. We're actually coming up with ideas together, putting them on paper, coming up with a plan, building it out, pushing it out, and getting it adopted, which is absolutely amazing. And I think we should all be very happy with ourselves of what we've achieved so far, not just in the payment infrastructure section, but what we're starting to do with Just Shop Crypto. It's going to become something really massive. Right here on the 4 hour chart, this is where we get an idea. I would not jump into this, right? We're waiting because if it broke this 50 moving average and came underneath this, you see this gap? Woo! That would be a crazy shakeout. A lot of people would cry. If it came down to 36, if it came down to 36, people would get liquidated really nice. And I want to let you guys know this is normal in the market. This doesn't mean that the end of the world is coming. You gotta you gotta go through the valleys to get to the peaks, bro. So this is what's gonna happen right here. So we got sell signal, sell signal. We'll keep an eye on it if it bounces off the 50 or this upper valley range, right around this 43, 4200, this upper valley range at 42.22. But if it lost this, broke past these lows over here, it could fill this gap and come find the next moving average, which would be the 200 moving average, which of course it's inside of this gap, right? That doesn't have to play out. Bitcoin can turn around and say, forget everybody, what you just said, Rico. We're going to turn it around and you'll see the markets get really happy. Something that Feg for Life and XPX2 said was that Trump and Putin is in Alaska having some tea together, and if they come to some kind of agreement, I agree with Feg for Life XPX2. We will see more institutions coming and putting more liquidity into the market because, anytime that stuff is looming, that World War III stuff, the Ukraine stuff, and we're not going to get all political. We're not going to do that here. We're just focusing on what's going on with the money, okay? We need toes in the sand with a coconut in our hand before we can get all angry at each other about this, that, and the other, right? So if that can play out good where of course there's peace and that would be great, that could ignite the markets a little bit more. Plus you start talking about interest cuts, that could help out as well. So you start having all these kind of catalysts that are lining up where the markets usually pump at the end of the year. They can cut interest rate cuts, cut them a little bit lower, maybe a lot lower. You got no war with World War III. You got nonstop adoption. You start having all these things that kind of start lining up. So BNB right here. Let's go to BNB because we got to pull back. Happy Friday, Rico. Thank you, everybody. Welcome in. Working off of 3 hours of sleep. So mind you, fam, it is real right here. And yeah, so right here, daily chart, BNB. Green candle right here. Still no red one. We know that BNB has a mind of his own. But this 4 hour chart is what we're looking at. We got our sell signals. We got the 50 moving average. Just trying to hold on to it. If it lost that, this is the gap and the point of control that it would come down to 762. I don't want anybody to be freaked out if there's some kind of shakeout. Like we've been through this already so many times. This is just a valley before the peak. So let it do what it has to do. Let the markets come to us because they will. We've been correct. Now they don't happen when we want them to. We can, tap our watch on our wrist nonstop and it'll do it on its own accord. But whether or not it's going to happen, that's not the case. So in the short term, keep an eye for some dips in this market, possible coming down to 763 if we lost this 50 moving average. You have to be a big boy and put your big boy pants on or your big girl pants on and be like, okay, that's fine. I'm just going to get more BNB for cheaper. That's all I'm going to do. It doesn't mean that BNB's over. Somebody just bought $160 million worth of BNB at BNB's all-time high. They didn't even care. They're in the negative right now. You think they care? No. Most of us would have not did that with 160 mil. 160 mil, there would have been an XPX island for sure. I know that. Oh my god! But they aped into BNB. So keep that in mind. That although we'll see some pullbacks, you still got people dumping big amounts of money into BNB and into this blockchain altogether. So slight pullbacks, nothing to be worried about. Let's go to the XRP fam. Then we got some plays we're gonna bring up as well. Really exciting day actually. I know the markets pull back, and you can see they don't phase me at all because it's just like it's just part of the market. It's part of it. You can't have flowers without no rain, right? So daily chart on XRP. Should we be shocked that there's a dip? No. Hey, that's a knee-jerk reaction after a nice little rally, come back down, sell signal. Markets coming down, most likely going to do what? Same old dance on every chart. Bounce off the 50 moving average. If Bitcoin does it and everything else kind of follows, we'll see XRP rally. If it does not, this is where we keep it real on this channel, right? This is where a lot of people don't want to talk about this. And if you look, our support and resistance are like spot on to the volume profile. Look at this. Spot on. If it does fail this 50 moving average, this is why this channel is important, and why you guys should be sharing it, is because instead of letting your friends start to panic sell and start letting people FUD them and they get scared out of the market, they can come over here and understand that this is just a correction. That's it. It's nothing more than that. So if we broke underneath the 50 and we got that parabolic SAR cross on the top, we'll see price come down to here at 241 XRP. It's not the end of the world, but you have to accept that if we lost this 50 moving average, if we broke past that support, we're going to come to what? The next one, the 200, which is where? Coincidentally, right next to the point of control. Isn't that weird? Isn't that crazy how they all line up somehow? And when you start to be able to see that, it's like, wait a minute. Okay, we got a sell signal right by the 50 moving average. I don't like that. Usually, when there's a signal right by a moving average, it's either going to be a powerful move to the downside or a powerful move to the upside, right? When they're far away from the moving averages, they can get choppy. But when you see one like this and it's really close, not to say that it can't turn right back around, I would be like, could it be trying to, come down to this 200 moving average? That would be a good question. And then where you can say, okay, I'm going to wait for my next check and then I'll buy some more XRP. Not that, hey, I'm dumping my XRP back because it's going to $1. It's not going to $1. Those days are gone. Those days are gone. And here we got an example of this being very fractal, where it broke past the 50 moving average and we're seeing it come down and test this 200 moving average. So you'll see how when you start using multi-time frame analysis, that you'll be able to notice how what you need to see on the other one, you'll find it on this one, and it gives you a clear perspective of what's actually going on. So, if we lost this 50 moving average on the daily, this is what it would look like, right? This is the 4 hour, lost to 50, coming down to the 200. So if we continue in this direction, we lost to 50, should not be too surprised if we came down to this, point of control right here by the 200 moving average, which is $2.40. Just a great opportunity to get more XRP. Let's go to Solana. Okay, Solana, here we go. No sell signal on Solana. We got this gap right here. We got our moving average, our 4 hours going to tell us everything. Here we go. We're breaking right past that. And this is another thing I want you guys to pay attention to. When you're breaking past a moving average like this is the 50 moving average, and there's a gap, it could fly through these things just to come down here really quick and then turn it around, or just continue even lower. But when I see Solana doing something like this, you can possibly, if the market continues a little bit like staying red, you could probably find a nice little short on Solana. It's an easy one to kind of trade, and it's pretty easy to trade this one because it moves pretty smooth. So when I see something like this, I'm like, okay, I like that. Let's go down to the 1 hour chart. Okay, look at this. We got the break over underneath the 50, break of the 200. It's trying to hold on to this point of control or this lower valley range, but we could have a case of this first mouse gets the squeeze, second one gets the cheese. That could happen on this moving average as well, on that 200 moving average. But this is a perfect example of that. So Solana, if it holds on to this lower valley range at this 184 is good. If not, we could see price coming down to some of these sections over here. You know, some of these shelves right here, maybe even going lower. Just depends on BTC right now. This is what we're all paying attention to. Everybody's paying attention to BTC because, you know, when it starts going back down towards that 115, people start getting nervous. They like to, we're already used to seeing it over 120. We want to see 120. We want to see 130. You're going to get to see it. You're not going to miss out. You're going to get to see it. All right, we covered Solana, ETH, BNB, BTC. Let's go straight into XPX right now. So bullish on XPX right now. Come over here to xpxpay.com. This is the project I launched with an amazing team and an amazing community right now. We got the merch stores live, of course, but what we focus on is all things payments. You know, we've already done over 6 figures in paid orders. We got multiple projects, multiple real life companies using our payment infrastructure, and you guys can too. So if you guys want to learn more about XPX Pay, I'm going to post a link right here. Or you guys can just join the Telegram and ask me directly on what you guys want to learn about XPX, right? So let's come over here, and we got a giveaway we're going to talk about as well. Let's come over here to Crypto Bill Pay, which is very important. I'm actually going to post this link as well for you guys, make it very easy. We've been having a lot of signups, which is really nice. I got a very bullish meeting tomorrow, and it's from the Rare Evo event. And I'm telling you guys, if you ever paper-handed XPX, and a lot of this stuff goes through, which I'm very confident that it will, and these things take time, but we will be breaking into the real world really, really aggressively in a new way. And you know, a lot of you guys are right. A lot of you guys almost know me already. It's like when I got back from the Rare Evo event, it was like, you know, he's all happy. What are the things that he's not telling us? And things are moving along really good. And if you ever hit, I'm just letting you guys know, you're gonna be, if you've been diamond handing this thing, you're gonna be really excited. If you're new to this, it's probably a good time to get in because, you know, not only have we provided cards around the world and facilitated over 6 figures in transactions for people on these load ups, whether it was through the metal card, the plastic card, non KYC bill payments, non KYC gift cards, but we're about to be breaking into the real world really, really aggressively. And I got a meeting tomorrow, which is really nice to have. And I don't want you guys to miss out on this. So, this is a great time for you guys to really think about a project like this that is sitting at a discount price of $1.4 million market cap. I'm going to post this right here. You guys should just be loading up for sure, for sure. The supply is on fire. It's burning nonstop. Because of what we've done so far in this space is why we're able to step in the direction that we're about to. And I'm really excited for this meeting tomorrow. It's pretty massive, XPX. I know these things take a little bit of time, but that's why we went to this Rare Evo event. And yeah, there has been a lot of things that I have not even murmured about that can really accelerate things into the real world aspect of XPX. And it's been thanks to this community and thanks to this team that helped us put this together. And you know, our chart is looking really healthy right now. I would not care so much about price so much. I know that in crypto we have to, but if you can come over here and do your future self a solid, look for your future self, think about your future you, and think about parking a bag on a payment solution token. Everything leads to payments. I don't care if you're doing NFTs, I don't care if you're doing the metaverse, I don't care if you got a meme coin, I don't care what you're doing. If the plan is for it to be successful at one point, then at some point you will have to spend money. And that's what we're here for. We're not here to get in the way of any meme coin. We're not here to get in the way of any utility coin, whether it's an NFT project, metaverse project, whatever it might be. We're here to facilitate and give you guys the pickaxes and shovels to make these transactions happen within the DeFi space and the real world. So I'm really excited for what we got going on. I don't want you guys to miss out. And right now, you guys can get a feel for this. You guys can understand what's going on with XPX. You guys can use our cards right now. This is not something that you have to wait for later on. And if you guys look at the name X Pays X, it's down to our core electronic cash system. So you guys are going to see a lot of people trying to become this lingo that we've been talking about for a while, which is nice and a bit flattering, to be honest with you. But I want to let you guys know that we already got it built out. Don't run to the next shiny thing when X Pays X has been doing it from the very get. This is something very important for you guys to put together, lock in tremendously, because a lot of great things are coming. So these are just the products that you guys can use today, but there's a lot more coming, especially with the name X Pays X. a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, fam. So massive things going on with the real world. That XPace X thing that is courtesy of Rox the Alien. You guys know of him. I'm sure you guys heard of him. And going to be doing some meetings with him in maybe the next week or so. What I got a meeting for tomorrow is something completely different from the Rare Evo event, and it's extremely bullish, fam. So discount prices right here on XPX. Come get them if you guys like. If you don't, man, I'll see you guys on the moon. I'm telling you guys right now, we're doing this the right way. We've been doing it the right way from the very beginning, and we're going to keep doing this the right way. It has been very successful. Has it been hard at times? Yes. I'm not afraid of things getting hard, okay? I mean, that's life, and that's nothing new, right? We launched this project in a meme coin cycle when everybody was talking about Solana and nobody was talking about BNB. But we're seeing the fruits of our labor start to come to life right now, because now everybody has to play catch up to build a community as big as this one, to build the recognition as much as this one, to the notoriety around the spaces, for everybody to know that you're the payment go-to place. That takes over 13 months to make that happen. So come over here, give us a follow at XPX Token, and I'm actually going to get to this giveaway part because I'm just too bullish for the stream right now, fam. Honestly, I'm too bullish for the stream, and I don't know if everybody can handle this. Where's this? This right here. So I want to give a shout out to the Can Do Chads as well. There's going to be another post. I'm going to share this link, but I want you guys to also pay attention to our X account, because we're going to be sharing this as well, where there's going to be $100 giveaway of XPX. But I want you guys to go show some love to the Can Do Chads, because of course XPX is rocking with them really hard, since a lot of you guys are familiar with us launching our merch store, which I'm going to talk about right now. If you guys are interested in this, justshopcrypto.com, not just projects, KOLs as well. We got some massive things coming onto this. Kendu is going to be the next project that lists. They're working on the designs right now that's going on behind the scenes. You guys might be seeing some apparel as soon as next week, which is very exciting to think about. And right now we have a current kind of fun thing going on. If you guys go buy one of the shirts, $13, fam, go buy one of these shirts, and I'm going to give it back to you in XPX. I want you to make a post with you wearing the shirt and tag Zach Humphreys and tag the Crypto Breakfast Club. We are not waiting for catalyst to happen. We are creating the catalyst. Okay, so come engage with this. Simply buy a hat. You're going to get reimbursed for your hat, for your shirt. And one of the best parts is that you get to be a part of this catalyst that we're creating together. That is Just Shop Crypto right in itself. I'm going to post this right here for you guys right now. Get tapped in. A lot of bullish things, man. A lot of bullish things. Can't believe a lot of people paper handed us. It's wild. Wild, wild, wild. So stay locked in with us. DCA when you guys can. I mean, we say that all the time. Get a bag. Follow us at XPX Token. Make sure you guys do that. Give the Crypto Breakfast Club a follow as well. You guys don't want to miss out. Join our Telegram right here. Where's that at? Join our Telegram. Spam this right now. If you guys are listening to this, you guys might want to join this, man. Bro, we're about to break into an industry. That's what we're about to do. If everything goes according to plan, how I was talking to this gentleman at the Rare Evo event, and all these meetings go correctly, and this doesn't happen overnight, but I promise you guys, you're going to want to tell somebody to get a bag and just stake it. We got buys coming in from the Just Shop Crypto, but this will be XPX breaking into a industry, not just a particular business or one thing like that, or just, no, an industry, a really big one at that. So I'm never bluffing, fam. Just know that. So DCA, open up another wallet. Tell your friends. Say, hey, I know you've been playing cute and you're trying to act like you're the next meme coin millionaire. Just park a bag, go get some BNB and park it into XPX, because we're cooking really, really hard right now. Join the TG. Don't miss out on that. Asset backing. What should I tell you guys? 58 BNB in asset backing. We got loans for you guys. You guys want to take out a loan against your XPX? Do that. That's right there. Take the loan out. Put it on your Visa card. Use it in the real world. I don't know anywhere else that you can do that. And if you guys know one that allows you to take out a loan against your token besides ETH, BNB, and all these other main blue chips, then let me know. But as of right now, I'm pretty sure Smart DeFi Contracts gives us a lot of leverage in the regards of our asset backing being so thick and getting thicker like a Snicker by the minute. It allows you to take out a loan and put it onto your Visa card. So that's us right there. Let's go into Kendu next. I'm so bullish on Kendu. Yes, fam, so bullish on this community. Let's go to the X account. we've been making some noise happen, man. These guys helped us win an award. I mean, the XPX community and the Kendu chats came together and we knocked an award out the freaking park. They had to scramble. They're like, what the heck? Who's all these guys voting? Yeah, you guys don't want to mess up, man. So definitely keep showing these guys a lot of love. The Black Party Volume 1 sponsored by Kendu. So they got a black party over there. Very nice to happen. Started 21 minutes ago. You guys can check that out after the stream. I'm sure they'll probably still be going because it just started. But this is important for you guys right here. Doing a bunch of uh, uh, doing a bunch of giveaways today. I don't know. I'm telling you, 3 hours of sleep, and then and then like once it stacks up, I don't know. My eyes are crossed, but doing a bunch of giveaways today. Thanks to XPX Token for coming and bringing Kendu out. Win $100 worth of Kendu by doing the following. If you're a project out there, if you want to be, in the mix of this, if you guys want to be around what's going on right now, I suggest that you guys contact the team, contact the community, even the community is just as much as the team as we are, and talk about getting on Just Shop Crypto because you guys can also be on the Crypto Breakfast Club. You guys can also be creating a catalyst just like we did and have, hundreds of people. I mean, how many? 480 people? I mean, that's something right there. So if you guys want to be a part of this catalyst that we're starting together, join the Kendu fams for sure. I think I got their TG ready for you guys. You know what? I'll get it for you guys right now. Let them know that Rico Moneybag sent you guys over there. And I can't wait to list their merch. They're working on the designs, and we're going to do some campaigns and some giveaways with that as well. Sophia's laughing at me. I swear, bro, it's funny. And then, like, I slept like it was like the first day of school for some reason. Like, I woke up like every 30 minutes. Like, even though I slept like the 3.5 hours, whatever it was like every 25 minutes. I was like, okay, nope, not yet. Nope, not yet. Nope, not yet. All right, here we go. At Kenduino, give them a follow. Kendu Sendu. The Kendu is the community. Do not sleep on this one. I know when this thing breaks some serious market caps, people will be FOMOing back in. They have energy drinks, they got coffee, they got real beer. And when you remove the context of all that, what that means to me is that they have direct contact to retail. And retail is exactly what we want. We want adoption. Same here. I'm on 2 hours. That's about like what I feel like I'm on. I swear, it's like my vision's blurry and everything. I put on some David Goggins before the stream. I was like, wait a minute. Let me stay hard. I have to get some. So, even when there's 2 hours of sleep, you got to go hard no matter what, right? So. Kendu Sendu's going hard over here, fam. So I'm gonna post their Dextual link. You guys go give them a follow. Tap in. There's $100 giveaway. Just go buy a bag of Kendu right now. Stop playing around. Go buy. I really never just be this aggressive and tell you guys, but go buy a bag of XPX and go buy a bag of Kendu right now. Go do that right now. Don't just. That's the only reason you should leave the stream. Go do that right now. Other than that, just stay put. Let's go to the next plays. When this one breaks past 20. And really, I want it to break past $50 million market cap. We'll see this one go a lot higher. So let's go on to some plays. Some stuff we were looking at in the AM. Of course, we're hitting that area. We drew that a long time ago, which is funny. But here we go. We got some pretty interesting plays. Some Dior plays that I want you guys to check out. Of course, you guys know what's up. We keep the meme coins. Join the Kendu TG. Nice, man. Let them know I sent you over there, man. True Chads over there and Chadettes. The ladies and gents there are absolutely amazing. So this one's Moaner. What? Moaner? That sounds too close to, hey, I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Your mind thought of it. But here we go. We got Moaner right here. Another Matt Fury play for you guys. And what I liked about this one is that it's fresh. There's not a lot of people talking about it. I just scrolled down to the bottom. Look at this. This is fresh. Just yesterday has a healthy looking chart. So I saw some potential in this one that it could do something. Now, is this something that I don't know, right? This is Dior at its finest because look at this consolidation, shaking everybody out and a massive pump. This is they didn't want to, This is how they avoid all the snipers and stuff, by just inching it little by little, buying it little by little. But here you guys go. I mean, True Sender came up to $1 million market cap. Can it pull back? Yeah, I would probably wait and see. But these Matt Fury plays that have been pumping up like this, especially this kind of recipe, there's something to pay attention to because this is what they're doing. They ride, they get it, blah, 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 everybody's out. It's only them. They get that up, right? It pumps up, creates a lot of hype. They'll bring it back so then they can pump this thing back a lot higher. You have to let marketing be spent. You have to and when you come to the X account and you see there's no YouTubers, I'm not even sure who this is right here. Um, that's what's most likely going to come next is a bit of the marketing, right? So I would keep an eye on this one right here if you like the Moner CTO. Already a CTO, just launched already a CTO. Moner CTO right here. Get you some of that. And then we got another one as well. We can go to the website. You got to clean the website. They got this recipe down pack. This is the clean website, the Moner, but I can't lie and say that they don't bring in hype, and I cannot lie and say that they don't bring in sometimes where you can print. But you got to be all over this like white on rice. This is not like I'm just gonna. Something told me in my gut that Moner was like you better be on this, sleeping with one eye open until there's a whole community built around it because it's so new. One little massive shakeout can discourage anybody that was even thinking about coming into this, right? So although these new plays have a lot of potential gains, they have that risk of they can be shaky really fast, right? Okay, so let's go on to the next play right quick. We have another one. Where is it at? Okay, this one right here. This chart is looking so good. I just like a good healthy chart because it says a lot. You're always gonna have people who bring the chart back and stuff like that. But when you see a crow back up and you see people actually want it, and this is a relatively healthy looking chart, especially for meme coin stuff. I know nothing about this, right? This is hilarious. This is just funny. This is some kind of gambling. It's got BNB on the background. It's on Ethereum, so this stuff is not even. This is just some random stuff put together. This is just meme coins that are just doing meme coin stuff. I mean, why not an ETH symbol somewhere around here? But hey, what is there? A BNB symbol. But when you come over here and you laugh at all this stuff, that chart looks really good. I know nothing about this. Do you guys know anything about this? This is a crazy website. It's trippy. Okay, I see. Okay, that's a cool website. I like that. All the market caps, each play. Nice. Okay, so this is the next one they're saying. Ooh, I'm about to ape in. I'm joking. Okay. Tokabu. Tokabu. CTO. Here you guys go, man. People are loading up on it. It's a play, man. It's a play. It's got a healthy chart. I'm not used to this meta. I'm not familiar with this meta. I don't get it, but I don't have to get it. I didn't get cryptocurrency either at first, right? So I don't need things to make sense if they make money. All right, not bad. So this was a healthy chart. Wait till TKR hears about Moner. I already know he's the first one that's gonna ape in. So this is one that I want you guys to check out on. If you guys are ETH maxis right now, when the ETH is pulling back, maybe you can find some ETH. Join these communities. When you find healthy charts like this has the potential to just get that right fuse that can ignite it and send it past 10 million and then gets that life of its own, right? So right now it's fighting for these. Um, you know, anything under 5 million that hasn't hit 5 million, you have the potential to make so much money. Now, granted, you gotta, scare money doesn't make money. But when a play hasn't broke that $5 million market cap yet, you can ape in a serious bag and like you can see the multiplier in full effect when something's like underneath there. Okay, $5 million market cap. Let's see what's up with this play. We're gonna keep an eye on this. If it can come down to this 2 million and hold this, Tokabu, $2 million market cap. So looking like a solid play. I don't. There wasn't too many plays that I really liked when I was looking at them, especially when the markets are pulling back. It's hard to find a solid play because the overall market's kind of on the fence, right? So it's a lot easier to catch one of these senders when BTC is pumping up and the market's very euphoric. But I like to find these plays now, let them come down as the market's coming down and everybody's kind of spooked about. See if it comes down to 2 million. See if it comes down to 1.5, which we see that it had an area where it hung out in this area for a while. Buyers and sellers shook hands right here for quite a bit. So and then see when the markets turn around, does this have enough community to stay active enough that when the markets turn around, that it starts to pump up with it, right? And these are some of these plays that you guys can find right now and be like, okay, this is, I'll let it come down because most likely it will. And then when BTC and ETH starts pumping again, these things could potentially start to rally. And they got a great looking chart. So let's see what else there is right here. There's another one we're going to check out as well. 1 second. Okay. Let's see what else we got right here. Let me know if you guys got something in the chat that you guys want to check out. Otherwise, this was one that we called very early on. We were watching this one super early. Look at this. It did break that. It went up here. That $5 million market cap is a real deal. This could be something to come back and take a look at now. They probably shook everybody out. If it broke 10 million, you guys already know what it's going to do. Look at what it does. Look at this. I'm glad we bumped into this one. This is probably a good one right here. And then look at these round numbers. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. Literally all the round numbers. That's what automatically happens. It crashed 5 million, broke 5 million, went shot straight to 10 million. And usually there's a pullback at 10 million. There's some pullback, but the market makers are already in, and there's so much volume once you break 10 million that what happens after you break 10 million, it starts to turn right back around. There's so much volume, kind of the market makers, it starts to get a life of its own, and that's why it went right back over 10 million and shot up to 15 million. And then there was some more selling. But now it's looking like this thing has some life in it. So I would play a close eye on this one as well. If you felt like you missed it before 5 million, this is one of those examples that I talk about, that when we found this one before it did that these runners can, when they break 5 million, break 10 million, this is how that fund looks like. And although I know this part doesn't look that pretty, we did the same thing with that banana S31. The chart didn't look that pretty, but when it's time to go back around and it breaks psychological barriers, it doesn't matter how pretty the chart was before. If it breaks the psychological barrier, it will go higher. And that's what we had with that banana S31. The banana S31 was a perfect example. The CC dog was another example. Did you guys print on this one with me? We got in on this one super early. We call this one over here. You guys got in super early on this one. On this first pullback right here. Look at this. They got a post from Shiba Inu. They broke 5 million. They didn't go straight to 10, but they did try. But at this point, now it's really close to having that life of its own. If it can stay back above 5 and start to creep back towards 10 million, this thing turns into a serious sender. And what's interesting is that we called this super early before this Shiba Inu partnership happened. I doubt that they did this partnership and that's it. There's probably going to be more to this. Or maybe another post or something like that, but it did get a lot of... This is the new recipe, fam. Look, it got 59,000 views on it. Okay, friendly heads up. This post is from our partner project, not official Sheeb.io token. Always Dior, right? So, them letting you know that you guys be smooth, be smart, but nonetheless, this is them. This is them doing this, and this is something that we can get used to seeing coming from Sheeb, and we're basically just finding their new recipe. If we scroll down, we're seeing that a lot of the plays that we talked about, did we not mention this one already before? Base Bunk, you guys heard of this one before, right? I know a lot of you guys printed with me on this one as well, right? And what happened? Sheeb is posting about it. So it's pretty interesting to see Shiba Inu posting about it. If you guys can let me know how you guys feel about that in the chat. I mean, they've never done that before. This is pretty brand new. I can see this being a new thing that they're just going to keep doing from now on, because I'm sure they're accumulating quite a bit from that, and there's probably enough to be too hard to turn it down. So there you guys go. Shiba Inu making posts of some projects I talked to you guys super early about. If you guys want an alpha, Shiba Inu tagged me. I've been hinting to you guys. I know some of these things take time, but you guys can see how close we are to a lot of big accounts, and even giving you guys a lot of alpha before some of this stuff happened. Like this CC dog, this base bonk. I told you guys about this super early. Base bonk, I told you guys about it at 100K. Base bonk was at 100K when I told you guys about it. I think it's even posted in my Telegram. So definitely keep the bell notification lit. You guys don't want to miss out. We're gonna find more plays like the base bonk like this, um, like CC Dog, and I actually don't think that these are over because that's quite a bit. That's quite a bit of funding for it just to be like just for that, and then it's done, right? So I can see more coming out of this, and when the markets turn around, we could possibly see another leg up, maybe some more big listings from CC Dog coming now that they had that rally, that pump, and then maybe taking this a little bit higher. So right now they got this as well. CC Dog is featured in the Sheep magazine. This is a recipe that we're going to be seeing. So just keep your eyes peeled for, potential gains to be made from this, and we'll see how far they go. But he said, I remember that. Oh, yeah. We got the alpha, bro. We're too tapped in. It's not even that it's just that when you're this driven will overpower talent. I'm just like you guys. My driven thing is just through the roof. So it can look like, man, how do you figure that out? He's super talented. It's like, no, I'm just driven. I'm all over it. I'm like white on rice. I'm all over this because I know the opportunity that we have for this .com moment, right? We'll go through some of the plays that we called early on just to do a quick recap and see where they're at currently. This was another play that we talked about for quite a bit very early on. A perfect example of 5 million, 5 million, 5 million, $5 million market cap, and then breaking the $5 million market cap, breaking to 10, and going all the way up to 22. Right now it's over here. It's looking really good. It did go through a dip, but I told all of you guys, go back and check the receipts. I said, when you see a play that had such a healthy chart, I should almost like find it myself and make a clip of it of when it breaks up like this, but they're holding the 5 million and they're not going back underneath the 5 million. You can almost bet your butts that they're going to turn this thing right back around. That 5 million is so hard to freaking break. It's like the proving grounds of the proving grounds. But once you break it, you get access to so much other liquidity. It's so wild. But when it pulls back, because it does, I know it does, and I can stare this in the face and understand that you break 5, you're going to break 10. It could go up to 20, 15, who knows, but it is going to pull back. If the community is strong, if the team is resilient and they do things right and it stays above the $5 million market cap, that thing can 100% turn back around. And here it goes. Broke 10, did the same thing, went straight to 15, came back down, and now holding more better floors, right? Now it's not coming down to 5. Now it only came down to 10. Back over 15, looking very healthy when the market's pretty red. So you got to give him credit for that. So Jerry the Turtle, another play that I told you guys very early about underneath $5 million market. I like finding these plays underneath 5 million because when they pop, if you ape into them and it's a solid play and they pop, I mean, they do really good. XPX is super primed up. It's at $1.4 million market cap. I'm letting you guys know when it breaks 5 million and it breaks 10 million, we're breaking into the realm of millionaires being made into XPX. And I guarantee that we're going to see millionaires made out of XPX as we continue to break out. Don't miss out on this. Don't miss out on this. Altitude still at its all-time high. Let's check it out, Psychedelic Angel. Jerry the Turtle looking very healthy. Next leg up, breaking 20. It can go a lot higher. Let's get that altitude up here. I like that one, right? It's simple. Altitude. Hey, we're going up. We're going up. Okay, right here on that base network. Ooh. Ooh. How dare you guys continue to ignore this one? How dare you guys? And look at this. I said, hey, look at that. Man, Psychedelic Angel, you did so good on this. Congratulations. We've been talking about this one since 20K. Since $20,000 market cap, we've been talking about this one. Now it's at 149,000. This one's going to keep going up. This one's gonna keep going up. It's got more and more altitude. Let's check their X account, see if they got anything new over here. It's a sleeper, man. People sleeping on it. People sleeping on it. Nice. Okay. Altitude is now on OmniChain. Nice. All in one liquidity provider. I wonder how, if they made a post about that, and how many swaps are actually happening. Man, it's looking good though. I mean, the chart's looking good. You found yourself a solid play. It's not always about volume, and this is a perfect example of staying locked in and keep pushing the project, and the markets will come to it, and the sellers will get exhausted, and um, that's what sucks. That's what really sucks. So right here, you got the contract address. So you got taxes, fees, fund revenue, stream to help token price and stability revenue, sharing benefits, USDC, reward paid via Merkle, no staking needed, position automatically tracked, deflationary tokenomics with revenue guaranteed burns. So you got 1% on the buy, 1% on the sell for the buy tax, and 1% tax wallet. So is this just 1%? Tax wallet allocation, 50% maintain treasury, 50% buyback and burn stable fund. Audited by these guys as well. Got a nice little audit on there. Okay, that's good. The rewards are building. Wishing I invested more. It's all good. It's still early. I mean, you can ape in right now and catch, some serious gains on this. It's already proven that, if they wanted to take this away, they would have done it already. This is nice. Most people can't handle low volume, and they quit so fast and they run away, and they can't handle it and stuff. So, I mean, this is a safe play right here. Go check it out. Put a little bit in there, sprinkle it. We've been talking about it since down here. Now it's a lot higher, and you're almost guaranteed some gains on this. They already show you that they want to take this higher. They're dedicated. They're not interested in these lower market caps. You guys could probably park, a little bit of ETH right here, a little bit of base, and see this thing. Now we're doing videos of this thing over $1 million market cap, over $5 million market cap. You don't want to miss out on that. Let's go to Doodles next. I know this narrative has been hitting pretty hard. 4 hours ago. This is going to be a little narrative, the Doodles. Let's see if this is a legit one. We're just kind of surfing right now, fam. This is actually the official Doodles. Wow. Did they make a post with the contract address still? Let's see. Because they can just put that there. Let's check out their website and see if they got it. Because it says Doodles right there. There's no way that this is the real one at $1 million market cap, because that's a big following. I don't see the overall, like, that contract address posted, so most likely that's not a real one. I would be careful, because I'm sure they would have posted it right off of this, right? Just like Trump did. Red Bull. Okay. Yeah, keep an eye on that. I'm not sure if that's the real one. Obviously, I know that this thing is going to be doing stuff like that. But I would keep a. Am I allowed to recommend a DeFi product? Yeah. Yeah, I guess I don't see anything about this one being them. So I'd be careful with this. Okay. I'd be very careful with this. It's got the same liquidity, 1.3 million in liquidity. One point. That's pretty crazy. The volume is low. I doubt that it would have been live for 4 hours and nobody would have got in by now. I don't know. Keep an eye on this. Keep an eye on this. Mammo. Okay, let's go to Mammo. What is Mammo about? Then we're gonna wrap it up. Sheesh. Great looking chart. $53 million market cap. Mammo. AI agent. He's cute. Yep, I see this. Okay. Bitcoin joining Mammo's drop for the first time. Do like what I see right here. Okay, smart with money, easy on the nerves. Hi, smart with money, easy on the nerves. I'm Mammo. So some AI guy to help you out, right? That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, I think this is going to be a big meta as well in the future, where you just have an AI agent uh, managing your portfolio to some extent. And this is $53 million market cap. It's looking really healthy. Easy entry for newbies. Yep. Why not just make it easy for them, right? Use AI technology to help them out. This one's it is a. I swear my eyes are playing tricks on me today. So it is brand new. It was just launched in June. It's launched this year. No lockups. Add or withdraw whenever you like. Open source. Nice, nice. I see you like this one. I see you like this one. That's pretty cool. Man, get the Mammo community to pull up some more so we can bring them up. I like solid plays like this. Great looking charts, great communities. You know, I launched a utility play myself, so I like utility. I'm a utility based person. Yes, I've printed a lot of money off of meme coins, and I still will do that. Of course, that's just part of the game. But you know, I'm here for the tech, and I like to see tech being built out because you know I'm here for multi cycles. I'm not going to leave the market. Some people say they're going to make money, they're going to go relax forever, but I'm gonna be here multi-cycle. I'll be here the next having, the having after that, you know, until you guys put me in the dirt. So let's keep grinding together so we can shine together. Overall crypto market cap dip pull back, but we should still be happy because it's right next to where we were just excited about just a couple days ago, right? 3.97 trillion. We're really close. Prices are looking really good. Slight little pullback, nothing to be concerned about. Just a little correction. Let's see if still no buy signal on that 4 hour. So just a little correction. We'll keep our eyes on the chart. Keep the bell notification lit, fam. Make sure you guys give me a follow on all my accounts at Rico Moneybags. And enjoy the rest of your guys' day, man. We had a bullish space earlier today. We got some massive things going on for you guys. You guys do not want to miss out for this. Stay very, very locked in on all things XPX. Get out there and talk to projects. Get them in here. It's going to be beneficial for everybody to have a bag of XPX, especially with a lot of things going on right now. So thank you guys for supporting us super early in the AM for that space, during the live stream, during the contest, during all the stuff we do nonstop around the clock. Without you guys, it would not be done on this level. So I really, really appreciate all your guys' effort. And this is why we got what we have today. So thank you guys so much. Have a great day. And I'll talk to you guys later.